Kegel exercise versus pelvic floor exercise. Is it the same thing? How do you do it correctly? How do you know that you're doing it correctly? And how important it is for the boosting of the erection? All of this in this video. So when we talk about Kegel exercise, most commonly you hear the doctors tell you, look, when you go to the bathroom, you start urinating, then you stop and you go. You stop and you go. And generally that's what many people portray as a Kegel exercise. In reality, this is just a bladder exercise. Yes, it's important for people that have perhaps some incontinence, but in reality, you can see that by doing this type of activity, you're just working the bladder muscle. You're contracting and relaxing, contracting and relaxing. And in reality, the pelvic exercise is significantly more than that. We have a lot of musculature around the pelvic floor. A lot of musculature, external pelvis and internal pelvis. Now, did you know that pelvic floor is a part of your core muscles? That's right, the pelvic floor becomes the deepest layer of your core muscles. So not only that the pelvic floor activity is important in the revascularization of the area of the penis as well as the perineum. Not only that it's important in the control of your ejaculation, not only that's important boosting your erection, it's also essential in your activity of the core muscles because, like I said, it's the deepest layer of your core. If you learn how to control the pelvic floor musculature and combine it together with the deeper parts of your core muscles like a diaphragm and work it against the internal abdominal muscles, you're going to create a significantly better support for your spine. You will become more mobile, more stable, and significantly better vascularized in the pelvic region. The pelvic floor exercise is much more than just a bladder exercise. And the intent of the exercise is the most important part. I'm going to be describing to you is something that you have to imagine and try to feel. That's very subtle, but once you get a grip on it, once you really get a feeling for it, you're going to see how quickly you can progress with this type of exercises. So the exercise starts with you trying to do one simple task. You're trying to bring the testicles that are basically below your pelvic floor in a testicular sac. You're trying to suck them, literally trying to suck them into the pelvic cavity. And that's the feeling that you would like to have when you perform an exercise. So I'm imagining that I'm gonna engage all the muscles of the bottom of the pelvis, including the muscles inside the pelvic floor, to pull the testicles up into the pelvic cavity. Now, we're gonna start by laying on the floor, on the couch, with your knees flexed. It's the easiest position to start this exercise. And as you relax, you're gonna take a deep breath in and you try to brace first. When I say brace, imagine somebody's trying to push your torso and you're gonna block it. So you're gonna almost feel like you're creating a brace here as you're constricting the muscles. Engage the muscles. Imagine somebody's gonna push you, but they can't because you're completely blocked here. As you're taking a deep breath in, and then you're gonna breathe out and relax. Now, the second part of this exercise, again, you're gonna brace, inhale, and as you inhale, you're gonna pull the testicles into your pelvic cavity. You're gonna feel tension around the anus. You're gonna feel tension in the perineum. You're gonna feel tension in the front parts of your pelvis. You're even gonna feel tension inside of the pelvic cavity. Okay? And the tension should feel like you're pulling the testicles from inside in. It doesn't make any sense, but you have to try it. You're gonna see it works. Pull them in, hold them for 5 seconds as you're bracing and you're breathing in, and then you drop. And you're gonna do it for about 20 times. And yes, in the beginning, you're not gonna be sure, am I doing correctly? Do I feel it? Am I not feeling it? But trust me, Within first few times of you performing this exercise, you're gonna start feeling exactly what I'm describing. The final result, I want you to be able to perform this exercise as you do in your daily routines. You're walking, you're running, performing maybe some squats in the gym or doing some other forms of exercise. You should incorporate it into your core routine, into your breathing routines. And you're gonna see how much more control you're gonna regain over these muscles and how much more benefit you will get, not only by increasing the circulation and improving your erection, but also controlling your erection, controlling your ejaculation, and many other aspects of the sexual wellness. Now that you understand exactly what this exercise is intended to do and what you're supposed to feel, please move to our next video where we can actually do this exercise together, and I will teach you a whole progression and how you can become very, very good at this important exercise.